everybody, what's going on? Welcome to TisaTarots. Let me move that there. Now let me get a little bit of background. Welcome to TisaTarots. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Let's get this light. There we go. There we go. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing okay. Wanted to check in and see if anybody would like a tarot reading. I'm going to just be on for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go to come back in about an hour. So if anybody wants to jump in and kind of get a reading, please let me know. Hold on, y'all. Hey. All right, Josica, the Aquarian. What would you like your reading to focus on? Let's do a quick reading for Josica, the Aquarian. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you know when I come on live. I'm going to do Josica's real quick, and then I'll come on live in about an hour. I actually have a private reading that I just scheduled. So it's going to be from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's your next romantic partner going to be like? All right, Josica, and you're an Aquarian? Okay. Did you turn on your notifications, my dear? Also, Josica, since you are here, I had a question for you. You're welcome. I have a question for you. You have the Magician. Are there any type of videos that you like seeing on YouTube when it comes to tarot readings? I'm trying to get content for my, thank you, Jessica. I'm trying to get content for my channel. And I just want some ideas from people that actually love tarot readings, like what it is you look for, what it is you want, right? And what it is that kind of delights you, you know? I mean, if you have an answer, fine. I don't want to put pressure on you. But if you have a little bit of feedback, I really enjoy hearing it. Let's just get a few clarifying cards on the table. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Jessica, you have, in regards to what's your next romantic partner going to be like? You have the Magician, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, you have Justice, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing. What is your next partner going to be like? Oddly enough that you say that, you are moving into 2021, the Magician energy. It's funny that you can ask. The Magician energy, as you know, is when you manifest whatever you put your mind to, right? Whatever you put your mind to, you can manifest. So when you say what's your next partner going to be like, because you're moving into this Magician energy, the real question is, where's your head going to be at with your next partner? Because in any given time, right, usually we attract who we attract, and we see how it works. Right now, you're going to be attracting what your mind is focused on and what your mind is centering in. Now, you want to make sure that when it comes to Magician energy, you want to make sure that you're focused on the right thing, because just like when the Magician energy comes, the universe is like, yo, it's our time to be Santa Claus to Jessica. What does she want? If Jessica wants to be in her room crying all day and texting someone about how come you haven't contacted me, where are you, didn't come home last night, the universe really will be like, oh, so that's what Jessica's into? Let's make her cry some more. She likes to cry. Give her something to cry about. Just like if you're focused on somebody that treats you right, loves you right, does well with you, you're also going to focus on. But this is just a shorthand thing. Let's get back on topic. So you're going to be in that Magician energy. Let's see where your head is currently at now. Right now, you are operating at a point of scarcity. If you see the Four of Pentacles, the King, which is you, has 2 feet underneath the Pentacles, holding one tightly to his chest, and one is even strapped on his head. These Pentacles are ruling his heart, his mind, and what his movements are. Now, here's the thing. To everyone else, it doesn't make any sense, because everybody else sees you as this king, Jessica, and they're like, why are you holding on to these scraps? Why are you always trying to make things work with scraps, a fraction, an inkling or whatnot of actually what you deserve? Here's the thing. You're clinging to it because you feel like if you don't cling to scraps, then you'll have nothing. Everybody else is looking. It's like you have a whole kingdom behind you. You don't realize by clinging to this, not only is it ridiculous because only a pauper would need to cling to Four Pentacles. You have a whole kingdom, but also, if you notice, it paralyzes you by clinging to scraps, fixer-upper, people that are not on your level. And I don't mean to sound elitist, like, oh, you're better than anyone, but I mean not on your level spiritually. the way spiritually you are a very awake and adaptive person spiritually. Spiritually, you're intuitive. We see this with the Queen of Cups. Spiritually, you're intuitive. Spiritually, you have a higher vibration. You seem to keep trying to want to make it work out with people that have low vibrations. It could also be because two things. One, you're Aquarius. Aquarius love fixer-up projects. Partly because you feel like you can fix somebody up and they can become the perfect mate for you, like getting a house that's battered and bruised. But human beings don't work like that. Also, it's also with Aquarians. Sometimes, and your cards show that sometimes even though you want a loving relationship, sometimes the thought of true intimacy, completely exposing yourself to someone, it scares you a little bit. So you pick partners that you already know in the back of your head, it's probably not going to work. So then when it doesn't work, you're like, okay, well, even though it hurts, it wasn't unexpected because you were always waiting for the end, right? Always waiting for the end. So this is how you are currently. How can we move past this? Because we do not want you to be in the Four of Pentacle energy as you move into this Magician energy in 2021. How can we break this operating from a point of scarcity, a point of fear, a point of loss? Well, you do have the Eight of Wands in your chart. The Eight of Wands is saying that even short-term minor arcana, there is going to be a huge paradigm shift in the way you view things. Now, the Eight of Wands does signify new jobs, new travel, moving, new residence. But when it comes to love, it does signify there is a paradigm shift in the way you think. This is good because we want to shift completely away from this Four of Pentacles, or at least shift enough that when the Magician comes a knocking, you can manifest the beautiful things that in your heart you truly, truly want. How can we bring that about? Well, luckily in Sag season, you do have fire burning through all your houses. That Knight of Wands has you burning through all your houses. And on a spiritual level, even though you are in the Four of Pentacle energy, there is a juxtaposition where you feel confident moving forward, right? You feel confident moving forward and being brave. This bravery is literally you realizing I don't have to cling, because whatever I lose, I'm going to gain so much. There's no point in clinging to pennies when there's a whole kingdom for me waiting right there. So, but let's get down to it. How can you completely break? It's good you have this bravery, but what's the other steps you'll need to take to completely break out of this Four of Pentacle energy so that when this Magician energy comes, and it is coming, you are only focused on higher vibrational things, and the universe brings you higher vibrational things? Well, the Queen of Cups and Justice holds the key. What is the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups is saying, Jessica, you have to start listening to your intuition. Now, this is a funny thing. A lot of people be like, oh, I listen to my intuition. Your intuition as an Aquarius is second to none. But you also have that logical reasoning that comes in very quickly. So you might meet someone and your first thing is like, I don't like this person, right? And there's something a little bit off-putting about them, right? That makes you feel like, I just don't trust you, right? But then your logic comes in. Well, I just met this person, we're looking for new friends. How are you ever going to connect with someone if you're just running people off and making snap decisions? You don't realize that those snap decisions before fear, before anxiety, before what people expect of you or what you think a nice person should do, you don't realize that those snap decisions are actually what you need to listen to before you add logic into it, what your stomach and your gut is telling you. Again, you are an Aquarius. I know your gut is strong and you're so observant. There's a million little markers that we don't see that you all take it in an instant, that you're just like, yeah, I don't trust you. And everybody's just like, why? And you're just like, because I just don't trust you. I don't see it for you, right? You need to lean more into that feeling, meaning you don't need to explain to other people why you are reacting to them. You don't need to say a monologue like, I don't trust you. No, but you don't need to explain to other people why you don't trust them. And what's more, you don't need to explain even to yourself to second guess your gut instinct. Right now, as we move through Sagittarius season and into Capricorn, do yourself a favor for the next 2 weeks and trust your gut instinct. Last thing you do need to do also is Operating under a point of scarcity is you're clinging to these pinnacles, but don't forget that the reason you're clinging is because in past love relationships, you feel like you've gotten the short end of the stick. You've been left with scraps. People have taken advantage of your heart, your soul, your mind, maybe even your bank account, right? They took advantage of what made you so special, which is why probably you learned to stop trusting your intuition. But really, your intuition from the door, I'm betting, told you what it was, but you were like, oh, well, let's give them a chance. They seem honest. They seem severe. But if you look back, your intuition actually told you from the beginning. But it's perfectly normal when these old relationships, it's perfectly normal that every time you see these things pop in relationships, your thing is to cling. But from clinging, it's also to the fact of trying to control the situation and trying to make sure that other people almost pay for what they did, or at the very least, see where they messed up, see what they did was so wrong, really understand how bad they made you feel, right? Being acknowledged for your sacrifice and your feelings is very, very important, especially because it looks like in the cards, your past relationships did not do that, right? Know that one of the ways you can move past that into magician is also letting go of the pinnacles and the scraps. It's also letting go of the fear, the shame, and anger that came from putting yourself, or you feeling like you put yourself in a bad position. What does that mean? If you look at justice, sitting on the throne, the scales of justice, but then you have the sword, right? This is Libra, but this is a thing of karmic energy, saying that you don't have to put any more energy into trying to make sure that these people that hurt you, used you, abused you, or made a fool of you, whatever the case may be, right? Made you feel bad about yourself. You don't have to hold on to that and hope that you operate as the hand of karma and open up their eyes to what they did was so wrong. Know that the universe is coming with their karma, and it will be dealt out harshly, right? It will be dealt out. It will be dealt with in a very harsh, logical manner. So their karma's coming. Don't put any energy into trying to make them regret their decisions or see what they lost. The universe and their own karmic burdens will make that very apparent to them very soon. All you need to do is put your energy in, Jessica, into that paradigm shift, leaning in to living a fearless existence, right? This bravery that's coming. And when I say bravery, it's a lot to say, I don't need your love. I am fine by myself. I don't even need your promise of love. It's easier said than done, but this bravery is telling you that you will stop accepting and clinging to scraps by listening to your intuition. And when you do that, you will step into this magician energy and your mind will be right. And after that, everything that you accept in your life will just flow unto that. All right, Jessica, I hope that helped. I might be on tomorrow for about, an hour. If you want to get a clarification reading, but I hope that helped. And also, if anybody is watching my live, if you guys have any thoughts on what type of videos that you'd like to see on my channel, whether you'd like to see 10 signs and Aries likes you, 10 signs and Aries does not like you, substitute Aries for any sign. If you want to see pick a card, soulmate readings, or whatever you want. You're welcome, Jessica. You're welcome. Girl, listen, things are looking up for you in 2021. But first, you're going to get your mind right by listening to your intuition and also letting go of that hurt and know that the universe is going to make everybody regret the way they sent you. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Hey, Maya, what's going on? What is going on, Maya? Glad you could join me. Y'all, listen, so I have a private reading right now. So I'm going to jump back on in an hour at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys then if anybody wants a reading. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. Listen, I have to go do my private readings. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel started. So if any of you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, I'm open to them right now. The pandemic, I usually do this over my kitchen table, but the pandemic, I'm going live. We're going to try this new YouTube thing, but I am going to start doing pre-recorded videos. And I'm glad every word resonated. If you turn on your subscriptions, I know you did, Jessica, you can catch me anytime I'm live. And if you guys have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, drop them in the comments. All right. I'll talk to everybody later. See you guys in about an hour. Bye. How do I end this stream? Oh, okay. Bye.